see? You may. We're going to disagree about a lot of facts today. But one thing that no one in this courtroom is going to disagree about is that the death of Vanessa Sullivan was nothing short of a tragedy. Every single person in this courtroom wishes that she could still be here. But this was not Danny Dawson's fault. This was an accident, not murder. The state said that Danny Dawson was acting recklessly. We believe that the evidence is going to show the exact opposite. That he was in control. You're going to hear from the bartender at the bar that night. He's going to show that Danny Dawson had a few drinks, but that he knew his limits. He'd been to that bar before, and he knew how much he could drink and still be safe to drive. That Danny Dawson was conscious about not driving drunk. You're going to hear about the story after the bar. About how when the defendant, Vanessa Sullivan, and Dale Hobson got in the car, it started to rain. That it started to pour. The prosecution is calling an eyewitness at the scene that's going to corroborate this. That it was raining, that the road was slick, and that the road that they drove was too dangerous. As Danny ventured out onto that road, you're going to hear that it's hard to see. That the stretch of road that they were driving had no lights on. And that as Danny Dawson approached the curve on Canyon Road and Mr. Bennett's house, a speck of light from Mr. Bennett's porch caught his eye. Now when he turned back to look at the road, there was an animal coming at his car. He knew in that second that he had to make a split-second decision to avoid getting in an accident. The defense is calling an accident reconstructionist that's going to tell you about how Danny maneuvered away from that animal. That he was in control as he exited the road. That he was in control as he stayed on the shoulder. And that he was in control when he tried to re-enter the roadway. Trying to save the lives of the people in that car. But that when he did re-enter the roadway, he lost control and hydroplaned. Because of the rain, because of the slick road, because of that dangerous road. Now, the state already said that they have the burden of proof in this case. That they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Danny Dawson is guilty of murder. First-degree murder. But we believe the evidence is going to prove the opposite. That this was an accident, not murder. That this was a tragedy, not because of Danny Dawson's reckless driving.